As we all know, humans, unlike most animals, have evolved over thousands of years to become conscious. This, of course, comes with many benefits, but there is one rather large downside. We know it's all going to end someday. I think we can all agree that death is a bit of a pain to think about. What actually causes the aging process? And with this, the increased likelihood of death as you get older? And can it all be combated? Well, the answer is of course yes, to a certain extent, and that answer is growth hormone. Growth hormone is essentially what allows all the cells in your body to grow, repair, and reproduce. Unfortunately, the activity of this vital hormone peaks at age 18 in girls and age 22 in boys, and then begins to decline with age. This is why hair turns grey, as the pigment in one's hair can no longer be successfully reproduced, why joint conditions such as arthritis increase in likelihood, as the repair of connective tissues is induced by growth hormone, along with the help of other growth factors and cytokines connected to growth hormone. And why one beer begins to feel like 10 as you get older, because cell recovery time after trauma or stress is vastly decreased. Decreases in cognitive function and sense of well-being have also been associated with decreases in the potent elixir. Less trivially, all the organs in one's body are unable to repair as readily in the absence of an abundance of GH, leading to cancer risk and an overall increased chance of death. In addition to these anti-aging benefits, HGH can help maintain a healthier body composition by increasing fat metabolism and muscle satellite cell proliferation, which is the growth of new muscle stem cells to trigger repair and growth, both of which are exacerbated by the conversion of growth hormone to insulin-like growth factor, otherwise known as IGF-1. Now, to fully understand how we can increase growth hormone, we must first understand how it is produced. Growth hormone lasts 2 to 3 hours within the body, and therefore it is released in pulses. The size and frequency of these pulses, however, depend upon multiple factors, mainly surrounding two hormones called growth hormone releasing hormone, or GHRH, and somatostatin. As you can probably guess, GHRH is what stimulates more growth hormone release, and it does this by inducing the production of GH within the pancreas, which is then stored within cells called the somatotrophic cells, also known as the somatotrophs, ready to be released with the next pulse. Somatostatin, however, decreases the growth hormone within the somatotrophic cells, causing a decreased frequency and size of GH pulses. So how do we maximise GHRH while also minimising somatostatin? The easiest way is to get better sleep on a consistent basis. And the obvious way to do this is to quit those midnight House of Cards marathons and to get some shut-eye. But there may be some other things you're doing wrong. Having high glycemic foods, such as sugary foods, white rice, white potatoes, etc., close to bedtime, has been shown to increase somatostatin throughout the night, as somatostatin is responsible also for the reduction of insulin within the bloodstream. Both acute and chronic alcohol consumption has been shown to reduce growth hormone production throughout the night by between 70 and 75%. Any kind of caffeine within 6 hours of bedtime will reduce the length of the slow wave sleep phase, the phase in which GH is produced. Additionally, here's some extra ideas you might want to consider to increase GH release throughout the night. Having a set bedtime routine has been shown to build associations within the brain, causing one to get to sleep more rapidly. Sleeping semi or fully nude has also been shown to create a better thermal environment for sleep and decreases the chance of heat, increasing wakefulness and decreasing slow wave and REM sleep. And placing a 5 mg tablet of melatonin under the tongue will increase basal GH release, especially in the elderly who do not produce melatonin as readily. On the other hand, as you know, GH only lasts 2 to 3 hours within the body, so if we want to be repairing and growing all day long, then we must do more to increase growth hormone releasing hormone and decrease somatostatin diurnally. Firstly, we can manipulate a hormone called ghrelin, often called the hunger hormone, that has been hypothesized to inhibit somatostatin activity on both the pituitary and hypothalamic level. This is likely because, in situations where humans were hungry, they would have needed to be able to work that much harder and therefore recover that much faster to help them find and catch food. As ghrelin is the hunger hormone, it can be increased with minimal side effects through intermittent fasting. But for those who want to take this concept to the next level, they could adopt a ketogenic or extremely low carbohydrate diet, as this will not only increase ghrelin production, even with maintenance calorie intake, but will drastically decrease insulin production, which is antagonistic to growth hormone production, as it increases somatostatin. Such diets in the long run will also increase insulin sensitivity, which will decrease insulin production per gram of carbohydrates, so to speak. Therefore, less somatostatin needs to be released. Many active, busy people may not want to diet so restrictively, however, or may want even higher growth hormone, and this is where exercise-induced growth hormone response comes into play. Technically, an exercise-induced growth hormone response can only occur in response to high-intensity exercise, such as high-intensity interval training, weightlifting, and sprinting, where the body is above what is often termed the lactate threshold for more than 10 minutes. If you don't fancy the strain on the central nervous system that such exercise causes, however, going for a 1-hour starved walk first thing in the morning has shown to increase growth hormone indirectly by decreasing insulin levels, increasing ghrelin production, and increasing the presence of ketone bodies within the bloodstream. In this video, I've talked about just one of the many ways to help you live longer, but one that is highly important for quality of life as you age. I plan to talk further about longevity in other videos on this channel, so click subscribe if you don't want to miss out.